Support Wrestle Talk!
Donate on Patreon. Is Broken Matt Hardy finally coming to Raw? Paige's faction gets a name, which unfortunately isn't Team PMS, and Kane's in the main event. Still, after all these years. I'm Ollie Davis, and this is the 27th of November 2017 edition of Monday Night Raw in about 4 minutes. The weirdest thing happened to open Raw. Roman Reigns was cheered, and not just in the arena, but also via the digital medium of Instagram. As Michael Cole pointed out, Roman's Intercontinental title win was the most liked photo ever on WWE's page. And WWE loves social media stats. Unless you're Finn Balor. With The Miz now written off TV, it was Elias who wanted to walk the big dog, setting up a match later in the show. Because we had Dean Ambrose versus Sheamus last week, of course we got Seth Rollins versus Cesaro here. It was a really good match, but this is still copy and paste, uninspired booking, playing the same few matchups over and over for months. And we'll get yet another Bar versus Shield title match next week. Titus O'Neil got in a few good strikes against Samoa Joe, but no matter how fired up you are, Joe's still gonna kill you. He choked out Titus and then Apollo Crews afterwards for good measure. Paige's in-ring return never properly happened, as her new faction took out both Mickie James and Bayley before the 6-woman tag was meant to start. With Sasha Banks alone in the ring and Alexa Bliss subtly bailing from commentary, Paige revealed her trio's name as Absolution, which is presumably named after Mandy Rose's six-pack. Unfortunately, the new faction's coolness was punctured by Rose and Sonya Deville cutting promos. They would have been far better packaged as the silent hench people in the faction's early days. They say absence makes the heart grow fonder. Those people have never watched meaningless Bray Wyatt promos, nor possibly Broken Matt Hardy in late 2017. After quickly losing to Wyatt, the camera stayed on Matt in the ring, where he appeared to have a breakdown, making the delete hand movement. Sadly, the chants were nowhere near as loud as when the Hardys first returned to WWE, and the act now has very little momentum. But you know what I haven't had enough of? Multi-man cruiserweight matches. Rich Swann won the first of 2 fatal 4-ways to decide the #1 contender. They had a good match, it's just a pity nobody cares. Elias drew some great heat from the crowd by singing a song for The Miz, which the Miztourage joined in with some mean harmonica skills. It was so annoying, the crowd actually started chanting for Roman. The match itself was very well booked, with Reigns having to overcome Elias and the Miztourage, awesomely spearing neckbrace Axel on the outside, making up for the 4 minutes of chinlocks within it. Roman won, but only very briefly, as Samoa Joe attacked him from behind, choking him out in the Coquina clutch. Get ready for the Battle of Samoans called Joe! This was the best Asuka has looked on the main roster so far. First tapping out a cocky Dana Brooke in seconds, and then smiling at being surrounded by Absolution Shield style, meaning she wasn't actually surrounded, as a ring has 4 sides and there are only 3 attackers. Both sides slowly backed off, teasing an Asuka versus Paige feud. Jason Jordan wants people to know he's not playing up his injured knee, so he cut a promo about how he's not playing up his injured knee, which is probably the best way to keep people thinking you're playing up your injured knee. Jordan's character work is amongst my favourite things in WWE right now. What isn't though is Kane matches, and Kane promos, and I guess, sadly, Kane in general. Despite a fantastic shock return before TLC, he's since become an unwanted presence in WWE, dragging down segments into the lukewarm depths of indifference. Even in Knoxville, where the big red political machine is running for mayor, he sucked the life out of the show. Jordan got counted out because of, what else? Playing up his injured knee, and Kane indulged in an overly long beatdown. Enter Finn Balor to kind of come and save him, not by running down the ramp and fending Kane off, but by doing his slow, cool-looking entrance, which means we get another Kane match. If you voted for Balor to face Brock Lesnar in WWE's recent poll, this was to show you that was the wrong answer. Kane beat down Balor with a steel chair for ages, just minutes into the match. Braun Strowman finally made the save, having a slow, lumbering brawl with Kane, just like their lame non-match before Survivor Series, and then crushing his throat with a chair twice, just like Kane did to him last week. Raw ended rather limply, with Kane walking through the crowd selling his throat. So that was this week's Raw in about 4 minutes. Here's the usual ratings recap from top to bottom in all core, average, poor, and bore. I'll reveal my rating very shortly, but first, vote in the poll above my head to give yours. I'll announce the results in tomorrow's Wrestle Talk news. This week's Raw felt like last week's really good episode had been left on the side for 7 days, slightly warmed up, and then reserved. It tasted a bit off, and now I've got a funny feeling in my stomach. The never-ending Kane Gauntlet match to close the show was very tedious, but I did enjoy Reigns versus Elias. This week's Raw is poor. What's a possible reason behind broken Matt Hardy coming to Raw? And Kurt Angle has revealed he's injured. Click the videos to the left to find out more. Press subscribe and support Wrestle Talk. Order issue 1 of the Wrestle Talk magazine now. I've been Ollie Davis, and that was wrestling.